Hi everyone, I'm Shauna and welcome to my channel. Today's video is a new Project Pan update, the update for April, so number 3. We got a really big video today. I finished a lot. Some of it I think you would expect, others I was a little surprised. With these videos, I don't like to dilly-dally all too much, but we're going to get into it as usual. Pictures on the screen, all the products are going to be listed in the description box below. This video is just slightly different than my previous updates because it's not going to include 2 products, the e.l.f. BB cream and then the Ofra palette. I was just looking at my notes here. I'm going to link the video in the cards, but earlier this month I created a little makeup capsule and both of those products aren't in there, so I didn't really use them. The rest of the products are in that capsule, so I did use them and we have some progress. So let's start with the primer. This is the First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. This was introduced last year around this time and I finished it. Like, it's completely gone. It's done. I finished it. So happy to be rolling this out just because it's been in for so long. I feel very accomplished about this, but I'm also really surprised at how long this took to finish. It is 50 mils. I thought it was 30 when I put it in for some reason, but it is 50. We are rolling this train out, and in its place, I am introducing the e.l.f. Putty Primer. So this is the progress I have on here. Just a little bit, not a ton, but you can totally see like really big dips, and I have no idea how long this one will take. I don't know how much product is in here because there is no information anywhere on the product, but I'm hoping at least that this one will go a little bit faster than this one because this one was truly brand new, never used, whereas I have some usage here. I haven't used this in a really long time, so I'm excited to pull this in. The next product is the HD Liquid Cover Foundation. So the bottle is frosted and I was there last time. I have since finished it. I used it for the last time this morning and nothing was coming out. I had it tipped upside down for almost an hour before doing my makeup. Nothing was coming out. I was a little surprised at this, that it went, like the last part of it went so fast. I really wasn't expecting to use this month, or to be able to finish it this month, sorry. I thought it would be at least one more month in the project. But here we are, and in its place, which I don't think is going to be a huge surprise, I'm rolling in the MAC foundation. It's the Studio Fix Fluid, and I have been mixing these together and I like that. This morning I kind of realized something. I was mixing these two for a few weeks, and then the last maybe week and a half, I've just been using this because I really wanted to push it out. And when I used this alone, after having that experience with mixing the two, I liked this less than before because the coverage of these two and the color was really nice. Whereas I kind of found that this one was making me look a little bit sallow and the coverage wasn't as good as I remembered it being all on its own. I'm excited to roll this in and I really like the coverage that it gave when I used it by itself. I think I'm pretty far along. I'm gonna have to wait for this to set a little bit more before taking the picture, but I do think I'm maybe around halfway in the product, somewhere around there. And obviously the picture on the screen will be a little bit more, we'll have the markings on it. We're 2 for 2 so far, not bad. The next product is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. You can see this was the first mark and now we have the second mark. I did have to reapply and I think I'm just going to go over both of them with nail polish. There's some good use here. I'm not totally sure if that was all independent, like it was just me using it. There was some wasted product and I think that there could have just been some settling in there because that seems like a really huge dip for a concealer. This product is one of those long game products that's going to be here for months, if not till the end of the pan. But I really wasn't sure how long it would take to use this, and also what 1 month's worth of use would look like. And now I know. And it's more than I thought. Next on the list is the Lawless Loose Setting Powder. This is where we are at. I use this a lot actually, and to set my face. There's a chance that there's, you know, a significant amount in the cap. Yes, there is. But that's okay. I have been enjoying this. I have been setting my face with this, especially after midday, like if I'm doing my makeup in the morning and then I'm teaching in the afternoon, or like I'm filming an additional video in the afternoon, I'm a little bit shiny, I will use this to powder, and I do like it. Working through a couple of minis has really surprised me because you get so much product in these, and it makes me question how long it's going to take my full-size products to finish. All right, y'all, it's bronzer time. Look at this. I didn't finish it. Can you believe that? I thought for sure that I would finish it, but it took much longer to use up than I thought. I really thought I would fly through that in just a couple of weeks. Traditionally, what I'll do is when you get that like ring of product around the side that's loose and it's like not attached to anything and it's breaking, I'll usually just use that loose. And what happens every single time without fail, I lose so much product because it's fallen and like it just creates a big mess. And so I finish it really quickly. And I never thought of repressing it because I thought it was a waste of my time, that there's so little product left, it just wasn't worth it. This really showed me that it is worth my time, and it was much more powdery than usual, and I got a lot of kickback really quickly, which I guess is more like user error. I didn't press it all that firmly, but that's okay. Like, it's not my first time repressing a bronzer, but the second, so still pretty new at it. But I definitely learned from this that I'm gonna repress like every kind of blush or bronzer when it's near the end. This is gonna be finished for next month. I'm not sure what I'm gonna roll in. If I'm gonna roll in my Hoola bronzer that's just kind of been languishing for a year, or if I'm going to work more on the palette, the face palette. So we'll see. We're almost ready for the lip products. I do have my Quo eyebrow pencil. It is now finished. There is this tiny little nub that is probably okay for one more use. Like it does not go up. And I just lost it right in front of your eyes. I was not planning on using it because it no longer matches my hair. I used it once after doing my hair and I really didn't like it, and now I broke it. So, I mean, it's not really waste because I don't even know if I could have gotten one more use out of it. Either way, she's done. I really like that. I really like that pencil. I really like the Quo line. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy that she's out. I don't think I'm gonna roll anything in its place. Editing Shauna might be like, sorry girl, like we're rolling something in. I will, oh my god. It's snowing. Break my freaking heart. Anyways, next up is the Colourpop pencil. The picture, as usual, will be on the screen. Here is the mark or the tally. We're really consistently using up the product there. I think it's going to either go this month or next month, and I'm very excited about it. I use it every time I do my makeup. Oh, I am reminded about my tallies. So I used the primer 11 times, the foundation 10 times, the MAC concealer 9 times, the Colourpop bronzer 9 times. Sorry, I used the Colourpop bronzer 11 times and then the Colourpop eyeliner 11 times. I used the eyebrow pencil 8 times and the Lawless powder 10 times. So onto the lip products. Let's go with the lipstick first. We have some slow and steady use with this. I think that's pretty good. You can see the tallies are pretty consistent, and the same is true for the lip liner. I'm really pleased with both of these uses. So I use the Multistick 15 times and then I use the lip liner 7 times. This is definitely being finished this year. I'm so adamant about it, but this guy, I mean, should also be finished this year, but it's a mini, right? Like, it's a mini. It was fresh, basically never used before entering this project, and the use is so slow, so slow. And every time I do these updates, I am reminded about how long it takes me to use lip products. I always want new ones, and that's kind of one of those areas that I really like exploring and trying new things and having some variety. But this always reminds me that things are here for the long haul, like years to use up lip products. Last up is the Kosas Wet lip oil in Jellyfish. You can see that she is done, nice and finished. The wand is looking a little gross. This did take a full month's worth of use, and I used this about 26 times. I think I got every application, but there might be a couple that are missing just because I wore this so much, like around the house, and like to top up lip products. Like if I do a lip liner and a lipstick and, you know, we're later on in the day, I might just add this at the end of the day, like kind of as like a refresher, than putting on more lipstick, especially on top of this, because this is a more matte formula. So when I put it on the first time, like when I freshly apply it, it's nice, and I don't want to call it creamy, but it's not super matte and drying. It's when it kind of wears a little bit that it becomes like really matte, and I find my lips kind of feeling a little dehydrated. When I first got these, I really liked them, and they were pretty close to the top of my favorite lip products. I think it was ranked like 3 out of all of my glosses. After long-term wear of this, I have really changed my tune. If I'm wearing this as like the only lip product I use in a day, by the end of the day, my lips are so dry. This has no staying power, and it's the kind of product that wears away without you doing anything. Like half an hour later, like the product is gone, and I don't really understand. I would never repurchase this. I would say I don't like this. They are like a more expensive lip product, and I could never recommend it. This one is finished, and in its place I am rolling in a different shade. This is in the color Dip. There is a more, like, it's just more pigmented and there's more color to it. This is the color. The Jellyfish shade was more sheer. This one has just a little bit more color. I don't think that I'll be able to finish this in 1 month. I think it's going to take a little bit more, because this I could wear on top of everything, and I had used it just a couple more times before rolling it in. So this one might just be like a month and a half, 2 months kind of update. So in this update, I finished 4 products, which is really awesome. I was kind of expecting this and probably this, and then the primer felt like I could do a pretty good job, and those were really the only expectations that I had. But I also expected to finish the bronzer. I'm pretty sure next month, looking at everything here, I will probably finish the bronzer by next month. Not probably, I will finish it by next month. And then there's a chance at this, but probably not. And then everything else, also a chance at this, but also again, probably not. It's a big we'll see. This month went really well. I'm really pleased with how it went. And so far, this 2021 Project Pan has been going great. I've been finishing a ton of products, and in many of the categories that have kind of been overflowing. So I'm really pleased with this progress. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, hanging out with me today, and following along with this project. If you haven't already seen it, I will link a couple of the other projects that I have going on right now, like my 100 uses project as well as my skincare project. A new update for that will probably come around the end of the month. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.